Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome my very special co-host, Daphne, with Relax with Daphne.
Hi, Jean. Thank you so much for including me today. I love your audience, and it's just a joy to be with you and spend time with you.
It is. It's a lot of fun. And we do have an amazing community here. And I just want to welcome everybody. Thank you all for being here. I know that there's a lot going on tonight. It's the 25th, and they say that there is a planetary alignment. So everybody wants to get in on the alignment. And there's also a Shine Your Light event. I think that's starting around 6:30 this evening. So, I just wanted to make sure that we're in and out before that gets up and running. Hi, Lark. Hi, Karen. Hi, Diane. Nice to see everybody. And Karen Doyle. Did you know that Karen Doyle is going to be live? I saw that come up. I don't remember what the date of it is. She's going to be on with Allie, and she's going to be doing her dowsing rods.
How fun is that? I inherited a set of dowsing rods, and I haven't even had the time to pick them up yet. I got to watch and I got to learn. Thank you, Karen. That's going to be exciting.
I think it's really exciting because it's Tuesday. Good, thanks. And it's lovely to see our community come together and to display their wares, so to speak, or their talents. And it's nice to get to know one another a little more as well. I too have a set of dowsing rods, and it does take time to acclimate to them, believe it or not. Even though I have psychic skills, even though I have pendulum skills, the dowsing rods respond to me, but they won't go back to neutral. I can't get them go like if they say yes, they stay at yes. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, thank you very much for the question. And I can't get them like I'm like going like this, trying to get them to go back. And it takes them about like a minute and a half to come back to neutral. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is not going to work. But
All the tools that we use are unique to themselves. I had a pendulum. I just could not get it to do anything, right? It would give me like a very tiny little movement, not enough to be useful, not fast enough to be useful, until the day that I had a pipe break in my landscaping, and I had to dig out where the break was. And I'm like, I'm not going to dig up my whole yard. So I demanded that my pendulum show me where the break was, and that's exactly what happened. And now the pendulum and I are friends.
wow. So when you needed it the most, it pulled through.
Yeah. And also I insisted, it's like, hey, look, I've been, carrying you around for 5 years. It's time for us to get on the same page.
Absolutely. Wow, that's amazing. I love it. And so I just wanted to share with everybody that we're taking your questions today. If you want to kindly put them in caps and use emojis. And again, questions are going to be chosen at random. And we're going to do the best we can to try and take care of as many as we can. So nice to see everybody. Lark is here. LJ is here. Welcome back, LJ. Davy Jones is here. Sarab is here. Jessica Lynn is back. So nice to see you. Say Cindy is here. Hi, Say Cindy. And okay. I was going to say relax with Daphne. She's here too. That's
I
good.
am.
And Venus, and nice to see. Oh, she goes, oh, I don't do neutral. I just pop from yes to no.
Nice.
But I meant after I ask the question and it says yes, and then before I ask the next question, it has to go back that's what I mean by neutral, so that I can ask the next question. Like it just stays in yes. Or whatever it is, but or it like takes its time coming back. So yeah, but so we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and interesting, isn't it, the way it all works out? And Amelia Anderson is here. Fade Away is here. So nice to see everybody. Oh, you guys are amazing. So I just wanted to, can we start with your lighthearted healers? This way, once we get up and rolling, we can just keep going. So
Yeah.
Daphne wants to tell us a little bit about this that she's doing on her channel, on her YouTube channel.
Yes. For 5 or 6 years now, I've run a meditation group, a private meditation group that has done a lot of healing work, support work for people who request our support. And Power of Eight intention meditations are very powerful, very unique. They happen in a group and they're based on a book by Lynn McTaggart called Power of Eight. If you haven't read that book, I would really recommend it. It's so inspiring and so lovely. And I recently decided to move the group from a private Zoom gathering to a live YouTube event. And I am accepting requests for intentions. If you would like our group to meditate on your situation, send me an email at relaxwithdaphne@gmail.com. Relax with Daphne. I'm putting it in the chat. And I will put it in the, whoops, it says .cm, but you know that means com. I'll put it in the queue, and we will send out the intentions out into the quantum field. And we have had some amazing results. People have gotten jobs. They've had estrangements resolved. They have found money. Like one of my friends who came asked for a financial miracle, and 2 days later, somebody in her community volunteered to give her a gift of $10,000.
What?
And yes, yeah. And we meditate for people heading into surgeries. We had, if you have a court case, we're meditating for someone who's got a court case coming up. And I'm also doing a series right now on the clairs. So we're meditating to enhance each of our clairs, and that'll be going for a few weeks. If any of you would like to come, you're more than welcome. It's Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific. And if you can't make that time, you can always watch the broadcast. You can watch the recording and participate, lend your power to those intentions. Even over time, it's all valid and so, so helpful. And I know Diane G has been there a few times, and I'm so appreciative of that. So thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, and I love that it's lasting and it continues on. It doesn't have it is powerful when you're there live together. It is very meaningful and powerful. And but if you can't, it also continues. It's
Yes.
beautiful to be of service to somebody else as well, and to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves and our own lives. And I feel as though once we begin to consider others and um, put our energy towards others, the betterment of somebody else's situation or somebody else's um, just situation, it really does open up the blessings. It really does take the focus off and the control off of ourselves. And almost like a funnel. It's like a funnel that comes through when we're pulling in this energy and focusing the healing energy on somebody else. It comes through us, and we undoubtedly receive the a healing, a blessing, a benefit. And this is not why we do it, but it really does. It just manifests. It's like a win-win, right,
Mhm.
Daphne?
Yes, absolutely. You're describing exactly what I've experienced for 5 years, 6 years now. There is a known scientific effect called the mirror effect. So if I send healing energy and deep intentions for Jean, I'm also going to benefit from that. Not just in, oh, I feel good, I helped someone else, but there is a real measurable physical, neurological benefit for meditating on other people. And if you feel like you can't make a change in the world, like you can't affect things you care about, this is the meditation style for you, because this form of subtle activism has created a lot of results. One of our members was in Canada, and she was really, really upset. She was devastated by the residence school. They found a number of graves, children's graves, in a school that the Catholic Church had operated. And she wanted us to meditate on the Pope coming to Canada and apologizing. Now, no pope had ever gone to Canada and apologized for these schools before, but they were a deep wound in that country. And we meditated on it, and less than 6 months later, the pope was there apologizing for what had happened at those terrible, terrible schools. So
Wow.
I've just seen amazing miracles. So I'd love it if any of you would like to join in. But that's not why we're here today, right, Jean? We're here to do some readings.
Absolutely. I could talk about this all day long, though, for sure, for sure. So thank you, everybody who posted your questions, and let's go ahead and get started. I see Amelia Anderson is here. And hi, Luann. Nice to see you, Luann, and Teddy. Everybody's here. So nice to see everybody. And Amelia says, can I get a reading or a message from the spirits, please? So this is just a general energy reading.
Jean, do you want to go first? Do you want me to dive in? How shall we do this?
Why don't you go first? If you choose, if yeah. Not unless
Well,
you want to go back and forth, like the whatever. I just tend to jump in when I shouldn't. So if you go first, you go first.
Okay, we'll take turns. I immediately was drawn to those butterflies that Amelia put in there. And I am seeing her in a cloud of butterflies. So when you say the spirits, there's no shortage of spirits around you. And I don't know if I'm getting a picture of you taking orb pictures. I don't know if you've done that. It's really fun, and that might be something that will give you a lot of comfort. I think this message is not only for Amelia, but for all of us. We have tremendous support and tremendous love coming to us from all of our people on the other side. And yeah, I see even more people clustered around you right now to support you. If you are feeling like, I don't know, if you're feeling a little bit lost and discouraged right now, I would, what are they saying? They're showing me you sitting in your house and just noticing where you are in the moment. It's not even quite meditation. It's like, I am here now. Everything around me is okay. There's no immediate threat to me in this moment. And I just see your body relaxing and your nervous system being calmed by that. And to acknowledge that you have so much support from the other side. Anytime you think of them or say their names, they are there with you. And you might even ask for signs and symbols to keep you cognizant that this is happening for you, that they really are truly there and supporting you and sending you signs and symbols.
I think that's beautiful. Amelia, what I was getting for you is they want you to let go of the control and trust. Trust in the divine timing, trust in the universe has your back, and almost remind yourself of this and say, angels, I'm giving all of I'm releasing the outcome and I'm leaving it up to my angels and spirit guides. And I've done everything I can possibly to assist myself in this situation, and I am releasing the control for the outcome. And you will be pleasantly surprised. And you can even say, I'm looking forward to being pleasantly surprised. It is not easy to be patient, and we can always work on being creative and starting, like almost like busying yourself with doing something else, whether you do those coloring books, those meditative coloring books, or if you work with flower arranging, or if you work with some sort of needlework or of some sort of knitting or something. Whatever it is that you're working on, work on being creative, work on something that will ease your mind and focus your mind. And it'll help you to release that need to control and to stay on top of something every minute. It's important to take action and to put our effort towards a certain goal and then to release it. And Daphne has some beautiful processes about that too. If you want to go back on my channel or both of our channels, we did a specialty spirit guide, and I'll try and
Yes.
after the show, I'll try and link it in the comments below. But it's just miraculous. It worked really, really well for me, and it's a very simple process. Anybody can do it. Very good. And she likes to write. Good, good. And she
Yes.
loves to color. Good,
Yes. Yeah.
good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Amelia, for your question. And I did see, so Warrior Widow says that she'd like to help with Daphne's Wednesday night lighthearted healers. And she said she's been doing Reiki for 30 years and usually does it alone, and doing it in a group would be so powerful. Yeah, I would definitely join
Yeah.
Daphne. Hmm.
Yeah. This style of meditation is complementary to Reiki, and I often combine the two. Um, it is anything you do in a group is amplified. Very powerful.
Good. So next we have Kimberly King. Hi, Kimberly. Nice to see you. And if your name is called, just do us a favor and say hello. Make sure that you're still, oh, you're welcome, Amelia. Just let us know that you're still here. Hi, Cece. Um, and Kimberly King says, will I change jobs this year? So I think let's try and do it back and forth, because that would be a balanced approach. So let me see if I can tap into Kimberly. Uh, I think you'll, I don't, it's let me check with my pendulum. I'm getting that you want to, I'm getting that you'll attempt to. I don't think it'll actually make the change in this calendar year. And will Kimberly King actually change her job in this? It's saying no. Will Kimberly King actually change her job in 2026? Will Kimberly King attempt to and make attempts to change her? It looks like you'll be trying and you'll be working towards it, and I don't see it actually coming this year, but perhaps in, like, it takes a little while to fill that pipeline, but you never know. I would still try, and timelines could change. What do you have, Daphne?
Well, I saw Kimberly now, and I looked ahead down the calendar, and it's not going to, you're absolutely right. It's not going to happen right away. I did get this sort of jarring like chunk to the left. So it's, but at the end of the year. So my feeling was that you may not be in control of what happens, but you can do everything in your power to prepare for it and tell the universe what you want. Describe the perfect job that you want, see yourself in those situations, and then look for opportunities to create those same conditions now, today, wherever you are today. Right? Like they're showing me this stupid thing I did when I was quite young at work. I worked in a small company and we had to take turns making coffee. I didn't drink coffee. I don't want to make coffee for these people, right? But I realized that my attitude was what people were noticing. So one day I came in and I said, okay, I'm going to make this coffee with love. And I was very tidy. I was really focused. I was really present in the moment as I was making the coffee. And then as people came in and poured themselves a cup, they were like, wow, this is really good. Good job. And there was a lot of positive interaction. And I'm not saying that that led to my promotion, but I absolutely got promoted over and over and over in that company once I changed my attitude. So creating heaven on earth, no matter where we are, is our main job. And Kimberly, I think interesting changes are coming for you, but I would like you to think about what you want and work with your spirit team on bringing aspects of that to you now. You do not have to wait to be happy. You do not have to wait to find more money coming towards you. So this challenge, the obstacle of making the change right now is actually a really valuable opportunity to learn to work with those energies that manifest what it is you think you want. I've been in meditation. Yes, good, good. Yes, setting boundaries, knowing who you are, knowing what you have to contribute, so valuable. Um, I was in meditation with a group, and it was about manifesting this project that I'm working on. And I saw myself taking energy from the quantum field and weaving it into a braid that created this golden path in front of me. And the message was that when I want what the universe wants for me, I will get it immediately. So I think a lot of us here have accepted the idea that maybe we came here with a life plan and it probably wasn't all roses and tulips, right? There's going to be some bumps along the way. There's going to be some challenges. And knowing that you have been entrusted with this life contract, that you have all the skills, all the talent that you need to make the most of this life. I think that is just an awesome idea and so, so encouraging. I'm excited for you, Kimberly. I think you have an amazing opportunity in front of you. We don't know what it's going to look like, but I feel like you can make an amazing change today. So,
Wow, absolutely. That is so encouraging. Thank you, Daphne. That was so beautiful.
yeah.
And it means so much to all of us. And it reminds me of my own experiences too. And up and until I stood up for myself and made insisting that, expressed my, I guess, independence or my position, m- demanded respect, I guess. And then things changed. But it's important because you don't want the problem to follow you. If there's a problem, it's important. It's not because you're in an unfortunate situation. It's because this is an opportunity for a growth experience. And if we can look at it like that and really just say, what is it that is most important for me to learn, and how can I bring happiness to this situation? I think that's such a beautiful idea, Daphne. Beautiful. And thank you,
Thank
Kimberly,
you.
for such a
Yeah.
magical question. Wow. Okay. All right. I see Jen Bowles is here. And Jen, just say hi. And she says, "May I have a reading regarding my move?" Oh, another. Okay. Anything I should know? I guess she's moving house or residence.
I have moved so many times in my life. So I immediately dropped into that moving day feel where the house starts getting echoey because everything's in cardboard boxes. And I'm really drawn to the boxes. Um, it's possible that not all those boxes are going to end up where you think they're going to end up. So I don't know if you need to pay more attention to securing them, making sure that they're sealed so it's not easy for people to get in them. I don't know. I think just putting your energy around them, intending for the move to go very, very smoothly, doing any kind of protection ritual that you think might be valid. Um, yeah, I think just being attentive and staking your claim energetically would be really valuable.
Are there horses or dogs going to be in the new location? Or are you bringing a dog with you on the move? I just feel like there is canine or equestrian support around this. It could even be, like Mustang Lane or something, something around something that has to do with either dogs or horses. Um, and I feel like you're bringing a lot of spirit animals with you, Jen. And I think that you can send your angels and your spirit animals ahead and almost prepare the land for you to receive you. Um, I see that there's an energetic quality to this move for you, a spiritual and energetic quality, and it's important for you. I think it's important for you to move, um, to stay fresh and new. I would watch the animals and their cues or their messages for you. I feel like you're very much grounded. I see you working with the crystals and the earth, and I do see you almost energetically. And in the same respect, you want to make sure you remove and take care of your energy once you leave, and take all of your energy with you. Don't leave anything behind. Um, but I do see like a light. I see a light in front of you going towards your location. I see a light behind you. I see this energy. I see spirit animals. Um, so know that you're supported and that you're being led. Um, and to be open to the almost like go with the flow kind of thing. You may you it's a bear to move. It is not easy because where you get comfortable, but I think it's going to be a good move for you, and I think that um, you're you're going to have some miracles and surprises along the way that will reinforce your support, the support of your spirit guides and angels around you. Oh, she said she's on a waiting list. Okay. Very good. Very good. Wow. Everybody's moving. Look at this. Wow. There's somebody else up here that's talking about moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing. That isn't that funny the way it all happens all at once. Um, So let's see if we can jump over to Venus. And Venus, thank you for being a moderator. I appreciate all of your help and all of your support. And so Venus says, I had a spiritual Zoom meeting on Thursday. Could you please tell me how you see me using and or benefiting from this new information I received? Do you need any more information there, Daphne?
No, I think I have what I need.
Okay, so let me go first. Let me just finish here.
I feel like I need to. There we go.
So Venus, just from you asking how to use or benefit from the new information. Um, you know, you can look at it as an energetic frequency. You can look at it as an opening. And it's not anything that you would have to utilize or measure right now. Sometimes new information takes a while to cultivate. And sometimes it's important to allow the information to absorb and review. Hopefully, you have notes or recording of some sort that you can review it. And if it's something that you're not really utilizing or you know how to utilize at this moment, um, you it's important to allow for the process to play out. And I feel like if you don't know at this moment, you will in the future, or it just may be a supporting role to something else that comes up. Um, what I'm picking up is if it was an astrology reading, and so they told you some of the things about your personality, and they told you some of the things of what's coming up in the next couple of months, and really sometimes if you get something that's a forecast, it's just information to measure against and to check in with. Um, but other than that, I don't have any other specifics. How about you, Daphne?
Yeah, I got something very similar to what you saw, Jean, which is that I saw Venus receiving the information and having it drop deeply into her body and then disseminating outward. So it almost seems like whatever you received is almost impossible to comprehend on every level. And um, not all of it needs to be dealt with right away. Sometimes we learn things or think about things for a long time before we can see how they work in our lives and how they can become a part of our everyday life. And my I'm being strongly urged to remind you that you have excellent powers of discernment. And if something isn't resonating, it's fine to set it aside and think about it. And maybe it's a piece of the puzzle that won't be needed for a few years or even a decade. I know when I was in college, I got a reading about my spirit guides that one piece of it just didn't fit. And it did not drop into place and did not really come into my conscious awareness where I could actually use it until I was in my 50s. Things take time to blossom. And I think that I almost see you like almost shocked by the experience, like it was so much information. And it is totally okay to let things settle for a while. And I saw in your notes that you won't get the recording for a couple of weeks. What you see on the recording is going to feel and sound differently than what you received in the moment, because when we're doing readings in the moment, you're getting information on many, many levels, and every chakra is involved, right? You're receiving information through all these different modes of intuitive sensing. And this is also an opportunity for all of us to uh, put our own discernment above the talents and intuition of other people. Um, Jean and I included. You can listen to our intuitive impressions, and if they don't make sense to you and you don't like them, or you don't, that's not what you want, please just set it aside and make your own choice. We have free will, and we have more access to our free will, and we have more power than I think we've had in centuries. So being a human right now is both wonderful and awesomely there's a lot of responsibility, right? We have to take responsibility for what we act on when other people give us messages. And I know that 99.9% of us are here to offer with our whole heart what we think is the truth, but you are responsible for your life and how that advice is put into place in your life. And think of it like you know tools, building blocks, um, crystals that you can add to your collection, and you are in charge of arranging them so that they are helpful and beneficial and beautiful to you. So
Wonderful, beautiful. And Venus said it was an astrology, a naughty astrology for each year for the rest of her life. And that's a lot of information, Venus. And like I said, that the idea of taking it like a forecast, it's a lot of information to take in and to absorb, especially if you're in a crisis period of your life, and or the best thing that I can suggest to you is to go inside and connect with your own spiritual or soul's vibration, do some really uh, quiet meditative work and energy work. Really start at the very basics. And this information will be useful to you, I think, maybe down the line. But right now, with so many different things coming at you, it's really important for you to take care of yourself and go back to basics and sort of go back to and then emerge from there. But thank you very much, Venus, and all the best to you. I do see all of your comments, and I'm very hopeful that everything will turn out for you sooner rather than later. But thank you for being here and for all of your help. So let's move on to Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Just say hello if you're still here. And Brenda T, Imagine, I believe she has her own channel now. And she said, may I have a message from my shaman guides? And I love that icon, right? It's one of my favorite positions. And I do love different images of that position. And I love that. So it's a beautiful one. So they're saying that you, I feel like you remember being a shaman. You are of the shaman tradition. Your soul has been either. I feel like your soul has been a shaman before, in a past lifetime. Shamanic energy healing is what I'm hearing, and I feel as though you not only work with healing the earth as well as healing individuals. And I'm sorry, Daphne, if it was your turn and I jumped in, but um, I feel as though you work on healing the earth. Like this is, you understand and you have this beautiful connection with Mother Gaia, and I feel like you carry this aspect and this awareness, which, to be shaman, I think is hand in hand with that. But they say that it's so they want you to sort of be uh, be of assistance where you can. You cannot be of assistance to everybody all the time, everywhere. And they say that you will be led to where you can be of most help. And from there, you can be of assistance. I feel like you have this really strong desire to not only heal the world, but heal the solar system, and this, all the planets are aligned today, and I'm really feeling it too. But I feel like you have this maybe desire, but almost responsibility. And they want you to know that there are many of us here, and that it's okay for you to do your part, and to do your part well, and to follow where you're led, and to understand that you're making a huge difference with what you're doing in the capacity that you're able to do it. How about you, Miss Daphne?
Yes, very similar. First of all, your guides have, for shamans, they have very funny senses of humor. And one of them, they were showing me that this was a group effort, right? You're here in body, but they also signed up to help walk with you through this life. So this is not new. This group isn't new to you. You have all been together in the past, and they have like the sense that they want you and all of us who are walking the shamanic path to balance our humility and the responsibility and get over ourselves, right? We're just one of many, as Jean says, and we're here doing important work. And we're just, we're a small part of the solution. And thank goodness that you are doing this work, Brenda. Thank you so much for doing it. I think you have a really good sense of what your purpose here is, and just taking it step by step. And when I asked them to like show me down the road, what's coming for you, they don't want to spoil the surprise. I don't know if they share more with you, but when I ask specifically, what are you going to be doing a year from now, 5 years from now, they don't want to spoil the surprise. So that to me, that just means some really good stuff is coming, and you're going to have opportunities that you can't even imagine right now. It's it's building to a broader, brighter, bigger path with greater worldly influence, and you're still going to be this woman stepping into onto this path, knowing that you are carrying a lot of responsibility and the hopes of your ancestors and your shamanic guides on your shoulders, and you're up for it. You have everything you need to do what you came here to do. It's really beautiful.
Wow. Beautiful energy there, Miss Brenda. Well, thank you very much. I see Darling is here, and typically we don't use pay to play, but thank you very much for your donation. And I do feel called just to choose your question, but just so everybody knows, it is you do not have to pay to play, and that unless I say ahead of the game, ahead of the show that only pay to play, because it's not fair for everybody. But I felt guided for this. Miss Darling, I'm her. She says, I was under the influence last night for the first time in a long time. I woke up and overheard something disturbing and decided not to confront that person. When I asked, it wasn't true. Am I crazy? Um, what say you, Daphne?
You're not crazy. And read the energy, right? Read the energy. It doesn't matter what the person says, it's the energetic vibration and intention behind whatever their words are. Um, yeah. And you are up for the challenge of this situation. So I don't want you to back down from it or to um, decide that they're right. You know, we don't we are past letting people gaslight us, and you know what you heard, and you know the intention behind it, and you can reserve judgment and let their actions speak louder in the future. But at the same time, I mean, you have better things to do, frankly. So I think being really clear about your boundaries, being really clear about your value, it's
Yeah.
important. It's important.
There's a guy named Jefferson Fisher. He's on YouTube, and he gives you language in order to deal with people who are gaslighting, who are confronting, and how to deal with the bully and things like this. And it's just the language is very empowering, and it really neutralizes their stance. And it's important to be safe. It's important to make sure that you're in a safe environment. Um, if you can there, darling. And you also have very sharp intuitive skills. So trust yourself. And you have this the feeling and the intuition, and you can detect a lie. You can detect the vibration of somebody being dishonest, and you know what you heard. And confronting somebody doesn't mean that you needed validation from them. Confronting somebody was almost to see if they would own up to it. And I think that you knew that they weren't going to own up to it. I think that you knew you heard what you heard. You do know you heard what you heard. And you were only hoping to give them a chance to, you know, be honest or to be authentic, and they let you down. And it's really hard when people that we trusted or relied on let us down. But it's important for you to be in a safe situation and trust yourself. Stick with your guns and don't let anybody tell you. When we start asking, "Am I crazy?" That is a good indication of we're not crazy, and that somebody, that there's a confusion or a manipulation going on. I don't know. I'm not in that situation, but that's really what it feels like and sounds like from here. So, all the best to you, Miss Darling, and I hope everything turns out well for you. All right. So I see I have CC Angel is here. Actually, yeah. All right. CC Angel, and then Dora Romero is next after CC. Right. So Cece says, may I have a reading if there's time? Sure. I like that name, Cece Angel. So I don't know who's first, Daphne. I lost.
I think you are.
Okay. Thank you. I feel like you have a wonderful sense of humor, Miss Cece. This is something that is a gift for you. You can sort of lighten any serious moment, lighten the mood. You have a good outlook. You let things roll off your back. Um, Yet you have a very sensitive, very strong sensitivity about you. You have a deep empathic, and you sort of not hide behind the humor, but the humor helps you to deal with your sensitivities, with your empathic tendencies. And I think that this has been uh, a mechanism for you to get through difficult situations, and it's worked, and it's a beautiful asset. I think it's important for you to share your thoughts and your feelings if you can, if you have somebody that you can confide in, or get a reading from somebody who can, be like a consultant for you. I do feel as though there is something on your heart or on your mind that you need to share with somebody, or that you just need to connect. So, um, I feel like there's people that you are have acquaintances with, but not anybody that you can trust with your true, authentic feelings. And it's important to either find a counselor or get a reading, or you know. But there is something that's bothering you on your heart, in your solar plexus, and you don't let that dim your light, because you do have a light. You do have beautiful balance of humor and empathic energies, and yeah, but make sure you talk about whatever that is, that you don't want that to fester. I can feel it. Oh geez, oh geez, she says, I lost my husband not that long ago, and everyone has gone back to their life. Oh my gosh, Cece, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I felt that. Okay.
Yeah, I was feeling a lack of support, like, people weren't taking you seriously, and they don't take your gifts seriously, and half the time you're thinking, "Well, maybe they're right." Well, they're not right. You know what you know, and I hope that this, shocking change of status, right? Your environment is different, your relationship is different, your finances are probably different. You may not be feeling settled where you are and wondering what's coming in the future. And when I look ahead for you, I see that the path gradually goes up for you. And when I see that, that's generally people coming to grips with their gifts and getting a much more clear understanding of what they're supposed to be doing for themselves and for developing their soul's passion here on life in this earthly life. And your story's not done yet. You have a lot of opportunities ahead of you, a lot of really good stuff coming. And I think you're going to find many surprises on the road as you heal after this loss. And putting an emphasis on your healing, I think, would be really, really important. I mean, we all have to get up and, feed ourselves and do the laundry and go to work and pay the bills. We have to do all those earthly things, and they can be an anchor to, a handhold as we move through the day, while on another level, we're healing emotionally. And I love Jean's advice to find a trusted counselor. It might be a therapist, it might be a pastor, it might be, an intuitive that you trust. But working through that grief is it's an important step in our growth. And I think that the work that you put in to effect that healing is going to just magnify in love throughout your life and your other relationships. So, and he's not far away, right? The relationship, eh, you know, one of my favorite plays, the first line is "Death ends a life, but not a relationship." That relationship is ongoing. That relationship can still benefit from healing attention and from your desire to resolve anything that was difficult in that relationship. Marriage is complicated, layered, complex, and it's the work of a lifetime to effectively love someone. It really is an art, and I'm very hopeful for you, and I just send you so much love and care, and hope that you surround yourself with people who support your healing.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Cece, for sharing with us. I know that wasn't easy. Thank you very much. Okay, so next we have Miss Dora Romero, and she says, "Can I get a message from my mom, Ramona? She
Mm.
passed January 2017." Aw,
Hmm.
okay, Miss Dora.
I think mom liked to party, right? Like, she loved family get-togethers, and I'm not surprised, that Dora's question has come up, but because I've been thinking a lot about heavenly birthdays, celebrating heavenly birthdays for the people who have moved beyond, and, uh that I know someone gave me a reading once where my Aunt Karen showed up, and she loved a good party. She was so fun and always had amazing jokes and was a really skillful card player, right? And the only message she had was, "Hey, invite me to things," right? So if you're not in the habit of inviting your mom to dinners or Christmas or parties, please do. I think that little spark, knowing that she's there with you anytime she's there with you. And oh my gosh, she loves you so much. And just that sense of warmth enveloping you, and knowing that you can do what you need to do here. And she's with you every step of the way.
Yeah, she is encouraging you, Miss Dora. She said she loved to dance. Aw.
Yeah.
She is encouraging you to be yourself and to step out and to sort of shine your light and to be who your authentic self. And she obviously safely, and but she wants you to make the most of your life and not to tiptoe around because other people, it may make other people uneasy. She's saying live your best life. It's your life, and you get to enjoy it, and enjoy it the best way you know how. Change things up, do things differently, make a different choice. Um, you know, if follow your bliss, follow you. I feel like you have a lot of inspiration, but you say, no, if I do that, they're not going to like it if I do that. And oh, I can't do that because I have to be here for that. Just tell them, say, I find somebody else to pick up the kids. I'm going to be here today. Stick up for yourself. And she's not saying, go running around with your hands in the air every single day, but she's saying live your life. Take a chance, step outside of your comfort zone, and do things that make you happy. She just wants you to be happy. And she says she's looking back and she's saying there's a lot of rules and regulations or opinions out there. And she said she lived her life according to other people's opinions and didn't want to upset anybody else. And she said that you have the chance of changing that. She said, um, I feel like you do communicate with her as well. I think you do communicate with her, and she says that you do hear her. And I don't know if she has like a saying, I hear her saying da 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 da, or da 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 da, or what were you thinking, or snap out of it. I don't know what she's saying, but I can hear like there's like a song to her voice. She has a song to her voice, and she just wants you to be happy and to live your life and to shine your light and not to cower, or not cower, but not to shrink back or to stay in line just because it might make somebody feel uncomfortable. So she just wants you to make sure you're doing what's best for your own soul. We're all here responsible for our own soul's expression, uh, our own soul's desire. And she wants you to be able to have the opportunity to do it, and don't miss this opportunity. That's all.
I agree, Jean. That is so beautiful. And I think Ramona wants to remind all of us that our life can be a work of art and we can make heaven on earth in our little tiny corner of it. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for introducing us. She's wonderful. Thank you, Dora.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Dora. And I wanted to let everybody know I'm offering a new psychic study practice group. And it's going to be on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and Tuesdays, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. And it's twice a week. And it's, if you want to come to one study practice group, it's $10. And if you want to come to a whole month of twice a week study practice group, it's $20. And you're like, Jean, that doesn't add up. I know, I know. But some people just want to try it. Some people just want to see what it's like, and that's fine. But I really want people to be there and to be practicing and to be studying. So what we're going to do is going over either an exercise or a concept or something educational, or answering your questions, whatever you'd like, or coaching, or Jean, I get this. What does that mean? So I'm there to answer your questions and help you along on your development, your psychic development. And also, if you'd like to practice and you're a card reader, you do dowsing rods, you do pendulum, whatever it is that you do psychic, and you are working, you just need a place to practice, you can go right into a breakout room and you can practice all you want, or you can stay in the main room with me and we can have discussions, or a little bit of both. So I encourage everybody to come on in and at least give it a try if you'd like. The link is in my community page, and I will also link to the bottom of this show. And my last couple of shows, I linked it in there. I pin it to the top of the notes there. But I wanted to invite everybody and let you know what we're doing. And you're welcome, Miss Dora. She's like, thank you, Jean and Daphne. And I'm really excited about the work study. And Daphne, it came from a desire to do a class, and I couldn't put together a curriculum that there was too much curriculum and not enough class. And I couldn't just fit everything into a 2-hour class. It
Mhm.
just, I couldn't condense it down. I said, it really need that practice time. It's really key. So for me, that's the way I would like to do it. This is not a class. This is a study practice. So we'll be introducing thoughts, ideas, exercises, and doing things together, doing things independently, as well as breakout rooms and getting a chance to practice. So it's going to be so much fun, and I appreciate everybody coming in.
Yeah, if
Eh,
any of you listening are interested in developing your gifts, I would highly recommend this study practice group with Jean. I have been in practice groups that she's run. That's one of the ways we got to know each other, and she's phenomenal, very organized. You will learn a lot. So please, if you need to develop your gifts, and that's all of us, please do join her.
Thank you. Thank you. That's sweet, Daphne. Yeah, we did. We met in a practice group. And if
Yeah.
nothing else, it's a place to be social. And I'm not saying you have to come to only my practice group. If you get into that group and you want to exchange emails and practice with friends outside of it, that's up to you. If you want to start your own group, you can start your own group. But this is just what I'm offering, and like to invite everybody that would like to join us. That'd be a lot of fun. And yeah, so if people want to pop in and out, if if it's $20 for the whole month, you can come to the ones that you're available for. So I was hoping it would, because the schedule was the other thing. I'm like, how am I going to schedule something that everybody can?
Not possible.
I know. So good. Good. All right. Very good. And thank you, everybody. Linda De Gonzalez is in the house. The VIPs are here. And Linda has her own channel. Please do go on over and check out Linda's channel. Let me see who else is here. I thought I saw somebody else here. Alice L is here. Hi, Alice. So nice to see you. And there was somebody else in the chat earlier. Hi, Lisa Bowles.
There's a lot of questions we didn't get to today, but I have a feeling that in that practice group, you will get amazing readings from your co-students, your co-studiers. I know I've paid for professional readings, and then in Jean's practice group, I got better readings from my fellow students. So if we didn't get to your question today, and I wish we could get to everyone, this would be a great opportunity for you.
Absolutely. And Linda, you're reminding me, if you're Akashic record reading, you can still come too. So whatever your modality is, she said practice groups are the best. You learn so much. Yep. Yep. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to be doing. It's a lot of work. And it's very rewarding work as well.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Daphne, for all of your help and being here this evening. I want to make sure that we are respectful of your time and everybody else's time. I know there's a big event, the Shine Your Light event that's coming on. I know everybody wants to get to, and so I just want to thank you, Daphne, for being here, for all your expertise, beautiful readings. Thank you, everybody, for everybody else who is here. And please do go over and subscribe to Daphne. Relax with Daphne is her YouTube page. And go and visit her live on Wednesdays and participate in this beautiful opportunity. It is something that is usually private, and she's bringing it out in the public. It is really a beautiful opportunity to experience. If you can't be there live, make sure you take a look at it or watch it later. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention there, Daphne?
I just wanted to say how beautiful it is. Everyone's supporting each other in the comments. Such a lovely group. And thank you again for including me, Jean. So good to be with you.
You're welcome. And somebody said, where do you find the Shine Your Light event? I think there's a couple of channels on. Linda De Gonzalez, if you can let us know, but I think it's starting with Marina Heart Center Tarot. I'm pretty sure she's going to be heading it up, but I think many other providers or content creators are going to be simulcasting. But check out Marina's channel there. I think that there's going to be some headliners going to be there too. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get off so I can get on over there and watch. Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos.